He's available for guidance because he's local. HellerPlasticSurgery.com.
You already know Salt Creek Grill has the best food in our valley. Well, now you can have Salt Creek's gourmet meals catered to your event.
I'm Greg Amsler, owner of Salt Creek Grill. I'd like to introduce you to a new level of catering, featuring our catering director, Tamara Levine.
Salt Creek Grill creates memorable experiences, which leaves our clients and guests with a sense of awe and excitement. From menu development to picturesque presentation, you'll enjoy culinary excellence in creative catering.
Salt Creek Grill, a new level of catering.
Hey there, I'm Tori with your hometown station weather. Partly cloudy today, a high of 89. Clear overnight with a low of 63. More sun tomorrow with a high of 91. Don't miss out. Get your tickets to Diamond Rio at the Santa Clarita Performing Arts Center, College of the Canyons, Saturday, June 30th at 7 p.m. with special guest Savannah Burrows. Tickets are on sale now. Visit canyonspac.com. That's canyonspac.com.
It's the Mom Show with Kristin Cruz here. Thanks for joining me every Thursday. We do an hour about mom life. And, you know, if you're running a business, and you are, if you're on social media and that's where your brand lives, or you're a brick and mortar owner, or you're on Etsy and you make things. And, you know, some of my girlfriends say it's a little lunch money on the side. Some of my friends have decided to leave the corporate world and go 100% into what they want to do creatively. Well, that means that you are a mompreneur. Yay, congratulations. You're an entrepreneur who's also juggling business now and babies. So for 2 months, we're doing a series called Bosses and Babies, because that's basically what our life's about. And also, are you a boss or baby? Come on, let's see if we can step up your game with some insight from experts who can really talk with us about the changing landscape of small business, of being in business for yourself, of being in business online. And I've had a few guests in who have chosen different ways of doing that for themselves as moms. We had one girlfriend of mine, Melissa, who sells Scentsy at home, and that's her business, and that's what she does. We've had other moms who have made complete 360s and left the corporate world and are now just doing their own thing, starting mom groups, building apps. We had one woman who's built this amazing creative app. So you can do what you want to do, and maybe it's a Mom 2.0 moment in your life where you've done one thing for a long time, and it's time to reboot. We're going to be here for you for that, too. So thanks for all my girlfriends who've been sharing about this 2-month series, all of my mom bloggers and influencers. I love you. I've seen you reposting from my Instagram account. Follow me at Kristin Cruz if you don't already, and at Earth Baby, because Renee Kennedy Powers is helping me out. We're doing this together so that we can give you real insight from business owners. She's owned Earth Baby for 6 years now, successfully running a brick and mortar on Ventura Boulevard. And I mean, how many restaurants have we seen come and go in Los Angeles? How many times you go to your favorite Thai place and it's gone now, or your nail place, or whatever you want to do? I mean, it is tough work to keep a store open for that long, and she's done that, so that's why I turned to her for her expertise. And we're going to bring in today the subject of live streaming on Facebook. Look, I know you might hate Facebook. In fact, I'm going to get right on our KHTS Radio Facebook page, where this station generously produces a live stream for this show that looks beautiful. And we'll talk to you there, because last week when we were talking about social media, we had a lot of people go, you know, I hate Facebook sometimes, but I got to use it. And that is absolutely true. So what we do here is we live stream the show every week. And I thought it would be a great idea to talk to you about live streaming on Facebook for the business, for the brand, how important it is, how impactful that visual medium can be for you, and why we do it here, and why I actually think that's pretty groundbreaking for a radio station to be in the know to do something like that. It's kind of ahead of the game. So that's very cool that we're surrounded by people who get it. And that's what you need to do in your business and in your brand building. You need to be surrounded by people who get it, get what you're doing, and understand the landscape and know where your audience is. Because your different audiences will be listening or watching from different places now. Things are changing. It's not all just, I remember being at iHeartRadio when it was Clear Channel, and so that was a few years ago, and you know those companies, they're big companies, right? But not all the players are always big. And I remember, a lot of the smaller businesses being unable to advertise on that scale, on that level, because of the size of the business that they were operating, or they were a new business, or they were a startup business. How do you advertise then? How do you get your word out at that point when you can't compete with the big guys and you can't buy that kind of airtime or ad time, right? Like, back in the day. And I actually had some smart, smaller boutique agencies pivoting with that new knowledge and trying other ways of doing things. And I actually had a big brand, a big brick and mortar shop that you and your mom and me and my mom have shopped at for many, many years. And I won't say who they are, but who actually told us that they took their advertising budget from newspaper. Yeah, newspaper. Remember that? I still love to read a Sunday Times. I'm not going to lie. Is a nice feeling. But took their budget from newspaper and moved it over to digital. And that was a big move for them, but they were very smart to do that at the beginning. So let's talk about why that's so important. So joining me on the line right now, Andrew's going to tell me who I have, because I have two people coming in on the show. So we don't know who we have.
We have Renee.
We have Renee.
Powers,
okay.
And it says Brand Ross.
And Russ, okay, is also on with us. All right. So let's take them both. Hey, Renee, are you there with me?
Hey, I'm here. And then Jamie Cox, the makeup artist in Santa Clarita, she's also going to be on the phone talking about why videos are important on your social media.
That is fantastic. I love that. Is Jamie on right now?
I don't know if she is.
Okay.
Jamie, are you there? Nope, not yet.
Okay. And we've got Ross Brand on the phone from Livestream Universe. How are you, Ross?
I'm great. How are you, Kristin?
Oh, I'm awesome. It's so weird not seeing you since we're talking about live stream, and normally when we talk, we see each other's faces.
Yeah, I know. It's very different getting back to radio again.
Yeah, I know. And Ross does have a radio background. He has an entertainment background. So that is kind of cheating when you go into like a new medium and you've already been on the air. But still, I think that Ross has been in this world one of the pioneers to bringing live stream into the everyman's reach. And I love that about what you do, Ross, because I think that can be a daunting, task when somebody hears, live streaming on Facebook.
Right.
It freaks them out, right? They don't want
I got to tell you, I was nervous the first time I live streamed on Facebook because I was like, my friends and family can be watching. When I did talk radio, most people that I knew really weren't paying attention, but Facebook, everybody's on Facebook all the time, right?
Right. And here's the thing about Facebook that you need to know as a brand or a small business. And I think Ross has heard me say this. I am not a fan of Facebook. I never have been. To me, it's always been big and clunky and, hard to deal with. It's just been too broad and too big and cumbersome. I never liked it. I was a Twitter person from day one. And I love Instagram, even though it's a smaller medium. But here's the fact. 1.45 billion people on average, log into Facebook every day. 1.5 billion people are in one place. So as a business or a brand, would you want to be advertising there?
Of course. I mean, Facebook should be, unless you have a built-in audience already on YouTube. And if you do, you probably don't need whatever advice I'm sharing at this point because you could go live on YouTube and have tons of people watching. But assuming you're starting out with video and you need to build an audience.
Which is most people are, Ross. Most people are just starting out, or they're just, even if you're not starting out, you're still only getting a few hundred views. You're not blowing it up.
So the easiest place to do it is Facebook. I often recommend people start on a personal profile and necessarily talk about their business the first few times they go on. Just talk about something that they're passionate about, enjoy being on and get comfortable. And then after they've been on, 4 or 5 times, or some people might take up to 10 times, they'll start to feel comfortable and be like, okay, I could talk about my business as well as talking about hobbies that I'm passionate about, or about a movie I saw, or a sporting event, or something, that's more safe territory, right? And then you move over to your business page, because that's really where people who are interested in your business or what you're doing professionally, that's where they've opted in to find you. And even though you can build an audience quicker on your personal profile, in terms of that audience paying off with, business, and in terms of all the different opportunities Facebook gives you when you use the business page, it's worth building the business page, because as people learn about you, they're going to go look for your business page. They're probably not going to be connected with you on a friend level if they're a referral or a first-time customer or something like that.
Right. Ross Brand on the phone from Livestream Universe. Now, these are great points that I want you to make sure. I'm taking notes. I don't know if you are, but I'm taking notes. And number one, what I've got here that Ross said was, if you're looking at that lens with trepidation and you're trembling, like, I am not an on-camera person. I get it. I totally get it. But you need to do it. So the number one thing is, well, just find something you're passionate about. Talk for a small amount of time, sure, to the camera about it. Maybe you can do this, half a dozen times till you get comfortable with. Just talk about something you're interested in, and talk about it on your private, regular Facebook profile. Okay, you're not your business one. Your regular Facebook one with your mom on there who's going to cheer you on and tell you you're amazing. And your friends from, your besties from college are like, yay, you're so cute. All that. You need all that good energy. And that's where that lives. But like Ross was saying, that's not where the money is. That's not where you're going to really necessarily grow your business. And then what Ross is saying in number 2 I wrote down is then after you leave your safe territory and you venture out of your safety zone, you go to your page. Now, just stop right there. Page, Ross. People don't know what a page is sometimes, or they don't know the importance of it. And I know you've got a few different Facebook profiles, so do I. Can you explain why the page is the place where you want to do your professional business videos and professional business postings?
Sure. So your personal profile is what people think of as the timeline, or Facebook used to call the wall. That's basically where people you're connected with who are friends will get notifications when you post something. Some of them will. Facebook doesn't notify everybody, but that's where you share.
Hold on one second.
You share things personal.
Sorry, they're getting a couple of other people on the line for us.
Are you
Go ahead.
able to hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so that's your personal profile is usually what you set up when you first join Facebook. Then you have the ability, once you have a personal profile, to set up a business page. And that can be around a brick and mortar store. It can be around business services. It could be around personal branding even. So you don't even have to, you don't necessarily have to even be in business yet. You can just have an idea or want to build your personal brand, or want to be anything from a speaker to a coach to whatever business you're in. And then people can follow that. So you don't have to friend everybody. And as your business grows, there'll be people who are interested in your business who may not want to, make that two-way friend connection, right? They may just keep their personal profile for their, close friends and family and things like that. So the business page gives them a way to opt into your content and to follow what's going on with you without necessarily having to enter into the friend relationship. The other thing is Facebook provides tools for a business page that it doesn't provide for your personal profile. You can advertise from your business page. You can boost a post. If something's doing well, you can put some money behind it and extend the reach of it and extend the life of that post and get it in front of more people. And they give you a whole bunch of analytics when you go live on your business page that you don't get when you go on your personal profile. But I think the main reason for having a business page and going live on the business page, or even uploading recorded video on it, is because that's more your online portfolio. That's where people are going to go if they want to find out something about your business, because chances are, like I said before, if they're a first-time contact or a referral or something, they may not know. They're probably not connected to you on a friend level. So that's where they would go to find out about you and your business and see if you're somebody that they would feel comfortable working with. And, of course, that's the beauty of video, is it gives them an insight into who you are and can really help people feel comfortable with working with you in a way that a text and a resume and a brochure or just a static image doesn't. I mean, after watching somebody on video, you almost feel like you know the person. It's the closest thing to meeting them in real life.
Right. And I've noticed that a lot of celebrities have used this as well to kind of brand themselves or rebrand themselves. PR loves being able to do this because, well, I mean, the president does it. It's a way to directly connect with your people the way you want to be seen or perceived, without any of the filters that traditional media may be able to put on you, or that you may, need to do in order to get on the air. It's a real, I guess it would be like a real potent strain of like a very boiled down version of you. And so what's important with that, because Ross has explained how powerful it can be, is something where I come in and tell you that you need to know your story. I'm sure Ross has the same here. You need to know your story. You need to know who you are. You need to know what you're selling. You need to know who you're selling to. But we'll get into all of that over the next 2 months. Okay, so Ross Brand on the air with us, live stream universe. So Ross, you also come in as help for people that want that brands and businesses that need to take it to the next level, need to get on video, need to speak publicly, whether it's in person or on Facebook. Same thing. Like you were saying, and like you were saying, and you come from radio as I do, right? We know what a personal medium radio is. It's always been said to be just as personal, if not more personal, than TV, because when you're on TV, you're inside somebody's living room, which is obviously you're in their house. But radio, people take you with them. People take you in the car on the way to work, on the way to their first audition, on the way to their wedding, on the way to the hospital when their baby's going to be born. I mean, they take us with them wherever they go through their life, and that's such a privilege, but it is a very intimate setting. And I believe that Facebook and this Facebook streaming is very similar because everybody's phone is with them 24/7, and that's where you're connecting with them. So with Ross Brand on broadcasting, liveuniverse.com, what does that company offer that you do now?
So I help everybody from individuals building their personal brand to small businesses wanting to venture into live streaming, to coaches, consultants, people coming out of the HR field in particular, because I have a background in that, and they want to use these tools as they build their personal brand. And just anybody, a lot of people who were in the corporate world and were doing very well didn't feel like, they really needed to bother with social media or, online. They figured, okay, I would be working there for the rest of my career, and I've already made it, right? And then things change, right, as you know. And when things change and people find themselves downsized or they retire and they realize they've got a lot of years left and a lot of knowledge to put to things, they want to build they need to then realize that building a personal brand, getting on social media, having videos, having all those things is necessary because they're now doing business with people who may not know them very well, or it may not matter to them where they worked in the past, right?
Right.
We kind of grew up in a world that it mattered where you went to college or the name of the company that you worked for.
Yes.
Today the economy only cares about what you can do for me now, right?
That is so true. That hurts. That hurts a little bit, Ross. Hurts a little bit. Take that in.
I mean, I spent a lot of money on education, and now it's not even a part of my bio. Yep. I mean, when I speak, I'm not going to go in and say, hey, if you say you graduated from here or there, people are going to be like, what does he know about
You'd be
social
like,
media?
Okay, but how many followers do you have on Instagram?
Right, exactly. How many times did you go live this week? But so that's the importance. If you're if you're somebody who's established in your career and you're doing well, it may be worth to build a personal brand as insurance, so that one, you're more valuable in the eyes of your company if your personal brand is strong and you're advertising your company as part of your personal brand. But not doing it on company time, of course.
Of course not.
But also, you have it if you need it, right? If things change, if the economy changes, the climate at your organization changes, mergers, acquisitions, any of the things that can change the fortunes of somebody who's been in a stable situation in the company, you now have the skill set to communicate in the next decade, where so much of what we look for online, so much of our search, and so much of the time we spend with content online is going to be in the form of video, and the rest will probably be in the form of voice. I mean, there's also that side of things.
Is that your prediction?
I don't like to predict things, but
why not? You know what? Predict. Right. In fact, bet it all on it, and then if it happens, you were the one. And if it doesn't, nobody will remember. Just do it.
So, so you'll save the tape so that when this turns out to be true. But the smart devices, right? Like the one that Amazon makes with the name that if I say it, 15 people's devices will go off right now if they're listening in that room, right? I mean, what happens when they're in every home and when they're in every office, right?
Yeah.
Now people are going to get that radio experience, that podcasting experience right on a device on their desk next to their bed when they first wake up.
Yeah.
So that's why I've been doing for the last almost 6 months, I think, I've been doing flash briefings Monday through Friday, where in a minute or two I talk about what's going on in live streaming and, what shows are that day or, And so, again, do I have a big audience for that? No, but just like the advice I give to people who are starting out live streaming, it's a skill set that I'm developing so that it's there when I need it, right? And I'm gaining that territory. So it seems really daunting to build up a Facebook page, right? You have 0 followers.
Yeah, it stinks to see that number. You're like, I've got 300 followers. Woo!
The only thing worse is not starting it and dealing with that, because
it's true.
3 years from now you wish when you become comfortable doing video and you like live streaming and you realize how much you can possibly sell on different social platforms, you'll wish you started. And of course the other thing is don't disregard Instagram, because Instagram is becoming a huge player, and
huge.
It's worth having a profile on there. It's worth getting used to putting some short videos and stories. And even going live there.
We're going to dive into Instagram for sure.
Instagram TV and IGTV is a whole nother thing, which, I mean, I think that's going to be huge. I mean, because like you said, we all have the cell phone with us. So that's one thing. I mean, you remember how difficult it was when you were breaking in radio to get an opportunity, right, to record something, to do a demo tape or whatever. You had to intern for a year, and then somebody would send you out somewhere with a microphone, or you'd see that nobody was in the production studio, and you'd sneak in with a cassette and you'd record a newscast or something, and all of a sudden something's happening for you after a year or two. Now anybody can grab their phone and show what they can do, whether they're using it to get a job in entertainment, or they're using it to share their business and make people see what they have to offer for people who may want to work with them.
Right. And because anybody can do it now, and almost everybody seems like they are, it's important to understand this now. It's not always going to be the information. It's going to be how you give it.
That's right.
Okay, and your unique spin and your unique voice and your personal way of doing it is the reason why people will come to you to hear it. Because I can ask Siri all kinds of questions, and she'll basically just fill me in. I can listen to Times
Right.
the Brief and for one of my favorite podcasts for 10 minutes only or less and know everything that's happening in the world. But I like Ross's personality, and I like his twist on things, and I like his background, kind of the way he delivers stuff, and he speaks to me. So I'm going to go to his page for that because I like that, and that's how people will be consuming this information as we go on in the future. So be confident in who you are and what your business is and what your story is, because you're the only you there is. There's like a Dr. Seuss saying about that, I think, isn't there? Is it there?
Right.
There is.
That's so
Andrew,
good.
look it up.
That is so true.
It's true. You are the only you. So be you or something like that. Hashtag you do you. So Ross Brand from Livestream Universe on The Mom Show. Bosses and Babies for 2 months. We're talking small business and mompreneurs. Thank you for walking us through the live stream work. I'm just going to keep you on the line for 1 second real quick.
Sure.
I just want to check in and see if we've got Jamie Cox with us and Renee to see if they happen to be here. Are you guys on with us?
Yep, I'm
Hello,
here.
can
Jamie,
you
are
hear
you
me?
here?
Oh, that's awesome. All right. Well, we're wrapping things up with Ross. I want you guys to also go to Facebook, both of you ladies and everybody listening, Livestream Universe and Ross Brand. He's got a few pages, smart man, and check out what he's up to. His live streams are so fun. And by the way, Ross had me on his show because he saw the live stream that KHTS does, and he's an expert.
Yeah.
He saw our live stream and said, "It looks so amazing. Can you please come on my show?" And the funny thing is, when I got on the show, he's like, "How do you do it?" And I'm like, "I have no idea. I don't do it at all. It's the people here at the station. I don't know." I couldn't answer any of his questions. But
I got to tell you, Kristin, my not doing my due diligence gave you probably 3 or 4 months of getting all the credit for how good that show looks.
Yes, I love it.
Social media.
Awesome.
It was always my example of how live streaming can work with radio and
Yeah.
other industries.
It's a good example.
But yeah, you guys do such a wonder job
Thank you.
at the station, and it really
you.
does stand out
Thank you.
amongst all the radio stations that
thank
try and live stream and do video. So,
Thanks,
and I'm
Ross.
honored. I mean, I'm just honored to be on your show. You're awesome, and thank you
Ross.
so much for having me.
All right. We'll talk to you again soon. Have a good one now.
Okay.
You're
Thank
listening.
you too.
You too. You listen to The Mom Show on KHTS, your hometown station.
Little Eye Leaders is the newest preschool in the Santa Clarita Valley. At Little Eye Leaders, our outstanding teachers lead with intellect, perspective, and heart. That means our programs provide a warm, nurturing atmosphere to meet the unique needs of each child. We believe that play is a powerful form of learning for young children. That's why our kids have every opportunity to learn through the magic and excitement of play. Parents, schedule a tour today by calling 303-0400 or online at littleeyeleaders.org.
The Santa Clarita Artists Association has a new gallery in downtown Newhall on 6th Street between Main and Railroad, right across from the Canyon Theater Guild. The gallery features our members' paintings, sculptures, and one-of-a-kind handcrafted gift items. Whether you're an art lover, buyer, or an artist wishing to join, visit our website at santaclaritaartist.org, come to our free monthly meetings at Barnes & Noble, or stop by the gallery. For upcoming events and exhibits, check us out at santaclaritaartist.org. We make visual art visible.
Santa Clarita's hometown station.
Now FM 98.1 FM and AM 1220. Your hometown station.
It's Kristin Cruz here, and you're listening to The Mom Show. We have a special edition for the next couple of months called Bosses and Babies. Which one are you? Renee Kennedy Powers and myself are on the line.
Hello.
Hello. I draw from Renee's experience running a successful brick and mortar for so many years in Los Angeles, which is like an unheard of accomplishment in the business world. And we're talking to running your brick and mortar, running your brand, running your Etsy store, running your Mom 2.0, whatever it may be that you're doing, and taking it to the next level with experts. And today's expert, we had Ross Brand on from Livestream Universe. You want to go back and listen to that if you missed anything about how important Facebook Live is. And he had some very nice words to say about our Facebook Live. Thank you very much. And then also on the phone with us now, we have Jamie Cox, a local makeup artist from Santa Clarita Valley. How are you, Jamie?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm awesome. I'm so excited to talk to you because
I'm so excited too.
This is great. Okay. So Jamie, and I've seen, and you may have seen these videos. You may have seen some video of Jamie's videos on Instagram or on YouTube. What she did is she took her job in everyday life in the real world, right? IRL, in real life, and took that, figured out how to take her expertise online to promote her work and package herself, basically turn herself into a brand and create content that people wanted to see more of. So Jamie, walk us through it. So you're a makeup artist. What kind of work do you do?
I've built my business. Actually, I've been a makeup artist professionally for 12 years now. I am certified. I went to school for the whole thing. I've been working with photographers all over the country, and now I've gone international recently. And so pretty much my brand is the minimalist makeup artist, which is, I don't know one woman who really loves putting on all that makeup every day, but we want to feel good. We want to look good, and we do better in life when we feel better about ourselves. Mm-hmm. So that's what I promote is let me show you how to, and on a budget, no less.
Nice.
Let me show you how to be your best self in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and like I said, on a budget. So that's what I have branded. That's what I do. And
now, how did you decide? I'm going to ask you two questions that kind of work together. One is, how did you decide that was going to be your kind of specific expertise online? And then secondly is, how hard is it to look at all the other stuff everybody else is doing and be like, should I have done that? Should I have been going that direction? Because they just got, 1 million likes on their video. So give me kind of both.
Well, I guess.
Because it's very specified.
How I decided to go in that particular direction with the minimalist thing, I decided what I wanted for myself and what was going on in my life and what worked for me. And I think I'm a pretty, average mom and woman in Southern California, and I looked at all my friends and what they were doing, and I just thought, you know what, this is probably the way to go. And I mean, looking at what everybody else is doing is the worst thing you can do. So guess what? I don't do that. I don't watch other people and compare myself. Comparing yourself is not the way to build a brand. It's just not the way you do things. Oh my gosh. I set myself apart because it's what I wanted and what my friends wanted. And I think looking at other people with their YouTube channels and how many followers they have on Instagram, that's nice, and that's what worked out for them. But guess what? There's a billion people in this world, and there's a niche for everybody. Yeah. There's something for everybody. So I don't need to be somebody else. I just need to be me. And I know a lot of women who want to be themselves.
Yeah.
So that's why I went that direction.
I love that what you did, and we're on the phone with Jamie Cox, makeup artist. What we were talking about is being true to yourself, because you're the only one that is going to be able to deliver this information the way you do. Whether you're confident about your abilities to do it on camera or not, you're still the only one that's going to do it like you. And drawing from your own life, because Jamie's sitting around going, okay, so I'm working hard and I'm a mom and I'm here local in California. And so what would I want to see? What would I watch as far as videos go online? What could I really use for my own life? And that's where the minimalist makeup came in. That's so smart. Okay,
well, and then the thing too, and I just wanted to add really quick, is I had the hardest time deciding, okay, what am I going to do a YouTube video on or whatever. And so, you know what, I just skipped that whole thing altogether, and I said, man, I'm just going to sit down in front of my Instagram live, and I'm going to have people get ready with me in the morning. And that's what I do. I turn my camera on, I turn some music on, and I put my face on in front of everybody, and I get people left and right, 7 a.m., 8 a.m. in the morning when I'm doing my thing. You get to watch me get ready.
I absolutely
every
love
day.
that. I love morning
So-
tutorials, man. Mornings are so hard to conquer. Anybody
I
that can help me with
know.
a morning task of any kind is
Right.
in my small circle of best friends.
Right?
Yes. Okay, Jamie. So now you're making these videos, and tell me how it's helped you in your business now, because you're already a successful makeup artist. You're credentialed, you're certified, you've got everything you need, you've got all the jobs. Now you're an international makeup artist. So, but you're taking it to the next level. Did this actually have an effect, or did this help you build your business?
It absolutely did. I had more women contacting me after I did my first live morning video than I have in a while, because they were like, oh, my God, how did you do your brows so fast? That was amazing.
Yeah.
You need to teach me how to do that. And I said, guess what? I teach lessons. I teach. I
so
come to
smart.
your house. We sit down. And I do that. And I was getting message, DM after DM after DM on my Instagram talking to me about what was that lip color. Oh, my gosh, that cheek color was incredible. Let's talk about this. What foundation do you use? That looked like L'Oreal. Oh, my gosh, does that work? It's so cheap. It was one question after the other. I got so much interest going on. Now people are begging me, when are you going to do your next morning video? When are you going to do your next, getting ready to go out with the girls video?
That's awesome.
So now I'm in demand, and it really has helped my business a lot. And I'm booking private lessons left and right. And I really attribute it to just, here, come look inside my life.
Mm-hmm.
I've got 5 minutes. Come watch me do my makeup real quick before I take the kids to school,
Was that a business idea that you had before, or did this just grow organically out of the videos, giving the lessons?
The lessons I had been trying to promote, but until you actually show people, here, this is what I can do. This is what I do to my own face.
Right.
Let me show you how to do it too. It really is a visual thing. It's the aesthetic. That's a big word right now, aesthetic.
Yeah.
If you can see somebody being themselves and you relate to it, people latch onto that. They want to be a part of it. They want to be a part of your world. So that's really important.
Wow, I love that. Jamie Cox joining us, local makeup artist here who's gone international, and I love that you took it all to Instagram and to YouTube and are doing videos in the way that you did it. It's so nice to hear another story about another mom who was just like, I'm going to help you solve a problem, ladies. And then by doing that, it boosted your business. It's just like good energy all the way around. Okay, so when I was talking earlier to Ross Brand, and I know that Renee and I have talked about this before, that you don't necessarily have to cast a net so wide that everybody loves what you do. I mean, you look at the numbers of these huge artists or huge, actresses on Instagram, and you're like, that, first of all, they're verified and they have all these followers and I don't, and so you want to be big like that. But something that is important, and even to this series that we're doing right now, Bosses and Babies, is you don't have to have a ton of people, but what you're looking for is a group of people who are your loyal, rabid fans. What you want is just to appeal to your group that's going to want more and more and more of that specific thing that you do. You don't have to appeal to the 1 billion users a day who are on Instagram. You just need to find your little 25,000 who come back every single day, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because if you're selling to like the general public and nobody buys, because most of those people their demographic is a male between 18 and 24, and you're running Earth Baby, that's probably not gonna appeal to them.
Probably not gonna work.
Right, but if you nail that 25,000 people in LA who want to live like wellness and baby and family life, and they come back again and again and again, and they spend $5 or $10 every single time, those numbers add up.
Oh, yeah, and then the referrals that they refer and all of that, that definitely has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, like-minded people. Now, I was actually at Earth Baby. We shot a video there. Remember that, Renee?
Yes, I do. That was like
so
a year and a half ago, I want to say.
The kids were there, and we shot the cutest thing. We should post that video because, well, I love to look at videos of my kids. So,
yeah,
I always want to share them with people.
Totally.
But, running a brick and mortar, and Renee and Jamie are friends, running a brick and mortar, have you used video to help your business at all? I mean,
yeah,
that day.
Yeah, I was going to say I've been doing video for 6 years. This last year I've been getting into it way more than normal. Jamie also comes here and will help me sometimes, and she really enjoys doing video more than I do, but I'm getting better at it, right, Jamie?
Jamie, it's so ridiculous, too, because Renee has, like, the best personality and is gorgeous on camera.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Ridiculous.
She's beautiful in person, too, so
Yes.
that says a lot.
Yes. But you're photogenic.
Thanks,
so,
guys.
Yeah.
It's true. But okay, so what have you done with these videos then? Like, how have they affected your business, Renee?
Are you talking about me? Or sorry, I thought you were talking to Jamie. People definitely engage more when there is a video.
Like online? You mean on Facebook or?
Yeah, on Facebook, on Instagram. I
Really?
mean, just in general. Yeah.
I would say, you know what? Let me chime in here for a minute, because the last video that we did, where I was there and we did a walk around, like around the store, and we were introducing her new products and everything, and just pointing things out to people. Look what she has. This is what's new. Blah blah blah. We had, what did we have? Like 100-something comments on a video we did in
like 5 minutes.
People
It was
asking
crazy.
questions and totally engaged. And I, Renee had showed me, she goes, oh my God, this person messaged me about our video. We need to do it again next week. And I'm like, yes, let's do it. Like, and it just takes that one person, to make you go, you know what, I should do this more often.
Totally.
And then it just builds and builds and builds. But that was the greatest thing, though. We had such a blast walking around the store, and then I discovered things that I'm like, oh, I didn't even know this was here, because I'm, So it was awesome, and it really it does matter, showing people, hey, here this is what we do, this is what we have. And Renee's store is amazing. It's like stocked to the brim. She's practically oozing out the front door with all the products she has.
I know. That thing's busting at the seams.
It is, and
awesome.
and you wouldn't even know that if we didn't go live and show everybody.
That's
You
true.
got to get people on the inside to get them to come in and to get them engaged.
Well, and here's the thing, like, Ross Brand and myself, and we come from these entertainment backgrounds, and I mean, I come from producing music videos and movies before I got into radio, and even the radio companies that I primarily worked with were CBS and iHeartRadio, so they had tons of equipment, high-level, high-cost cameras, and, I used to shoot when we were shooting on film, so I've been doing it for a while. And it's intimidating to think that, when I first thought, oh, I need to set up video at home, I was thinking, okay, lights, and I need this, and I need that, and I need all of these special things, and better cameras, and better equipment. But I would love it if you could, kind of take the mystery out of that, because I think that stops people sometimes. And you really don't need fancy equipment or $1 million budgets. You really don't.
No, you don't. No, you can do it all from home. I mean, we use a little ring light that we got off online, and our iPhones, and our amazing voices, and we just do it, and you can do it out in the wild too.
There's an app for everything now. So if you need a video editing app, there's one right there. If you want to add sparkle to a video, there's something right there for you. Like, it's all super accessible to the average person. It's just a matter of using it in the way that's your brand and your personality.
Do you actually do all of your videos with just your phones as your equipment? Like, you don't use a Canon Rebel or a...
No, I only use my phone.
I only use my phone.
How crazy is that?
I own a brick and mortar, and I have kids and a husband. I'm broke. I can't afford anything past the iPhone.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
It's true, and you don't need it now. In all honesty, you can really, and I've been on red carpets for jobs that I've been hired and paid to do, where I am interviewing people with my phone. Like, my phone is my direct right in, because for me, it converts right into an audio file that I can send right off, or I can even edit it in my phone, and there's just no reason to have 2 or 3 different steps, to add more steps to the process. And
totally.
And it's been becoming more and more acceptable, guys. So if all you have is your iPhone and your sparkling personality, then that can really be all that you need to put these videos out there.
Absolutely.
Okay, so on the phone with us on the Mom Show, it's 2 months of bosses and babies, which I love that name. You can hashtag whatabee if you'd like to be featured on or you'd like to share. Renee and I came up with that. What a boss. What a boss.
What a boss.
That's right.
What a babe.
Yeah, what a babe. So Jamie Cox, our local makeup artist, international makeup artist, who's now doing these videos on Instagram, and they really blew her up. I'm so excited for you. How can we follow you on Instagram? Which I would have.
How can we find Jamie? So everyone can see her beautiful
you can
work.
find me under Red Betty 7, REDBETTIE 7, and that has been my Instagram name since Instagram came out.
Nice.
Red Betty 7. The OG. I refuse to change it, too. I'm like, no, that's how everybody knows me. And people recognize me in public. Followers recognize me in public, and they go, oh, my God, it's Red Betty. It's Red Betty. I know you. I follow you. And so it's really cool. So I will never change it. It is me. It's who I am. It's staying that way forever.
I absolutely love that, and it doesn't matter. It's like a gamer tag. It doesn't have to make sense. Trust me, people.
Right?
Just go with it. So we're going to wrap it up with Jamie, take a quick break, and come back as Renee and myself close the show. Thanks, Jamie, for taking the time. I know how busy you are. I really appreciate it.
No problem. Anytime. Thank you so much for having me on. This has been a blast. I'd love to do it again.
Yeah, we'll see you again for sure. You can come in and do our makeup. You're listening to The Mom Show. It's on your hometown station, KHTS.
Healthcare can be difficult if you're underinsured or have Medi-Cal. Samuel Dixon Family Health Center can help. Services are available on a sliding fee schedule. The mission of the Samuel Dixon Family Health Center is to give the Santa Clarita Valley access to affordable, quality primary care. There are 3 locations to serve you: Canyon Country, Newhall, and Valverde. Go to sdfhc.org for more information and to find the location most convenient for you.
Hi, this is Kirk Stinson with Plumbing by Kirk, your hometown plumber. By this time, you should know where all your gas and water shutoff valves are in case of an emergency. If you don't, you should call Plumbing by Kirk. Our friendly staff will be more than happy to set an appointment for one of our technicians to come to your home and clearly mark all your shutoff valve locations. We invite you to visit our website for free plumbing advice at plumbingbykirk.com or give us a call, 263-6519. That's 263-6519.
My dad is the best plumber ever. Call Plumbing by Kirk.
This is Linda Storley, chair of the 86th Annual 4th of July Parade. The 4th of July is my favorite holiday, and I'm so excited to share it with you. Hundreds of your neighbors have volunteered their time and money to make sure this parade is the best one ever. Our theme this year is It's a Grand Old Flag, and it's dedicated to the memory of Bobby Trueblood Davis. Please join us in celebrating the largest small-town parade in the country, the 4th of July, starting at 9 a.m. All of the information for this parade is at scvparade.com. See you on the 4th.
It's Kristin Cruz here, host of The Mom Show, and for 2 months we're doing a special segment for you. It's a series called Bosses and Babies. Renee Kennedy Powers joins me. Hi, honey. So we're wrapping things up. Hi. So she's at the shop. Earth Baby is her store and has been for half a dozen years in Los Angeles. Celebrities and moms and dads know all about it. But we want you to gather up on Facebook because she's got a really great small business group that she just started, and it basically just blew up and is now populated with awesome people.
Yeah, it's called Santa Clarita Networking Events. If you are on Facebook, I highly recommend, especially if you're a small business owner, an entrepreneur. You don't have to be a mom. You could be a mom, a dad, a single person, you know, anybody who has
a dog parent.
Business. Yeah, a dog parent, anybody who has a business. I highly recommend searching for the group and joining. And it is growing, and we're trying to get it even more active than it's already been. We do really fun mix and mingles at Bonefish and other places. We get sponsors for the event, so you come and you eat and drink, and it's on another business. And everyone has just built like amazing relationships from this group in such a short time. And you know, it's definitely great to watch videos on social media, but meeting them in person, you know, it's a lot easier to build a relationship that way. And you know, it's super fun. And, I mean, we're an extremely good-looking bunch of people, too, so why not come hang out with us?
And they're a lot of fun. All your Instagram pictures will look amazing. Your friends will be like, wow, you're having such a good time. Where'd you, what? FOMO.
I know.
FOMO.
You have to live your best life.
Fear of missing out, guys. Okay,
That's
so
right.
don't miss out. Come back for another Mom Show, this series, Bosses and Babies. Myself and Renee are going to take you to the next level with your business. And it's really focusing on juggling it all. I mean, it's tough. Everybody on this show has got today has kids, has businesses, has brands, has a partner that says, you're not doing enough for me. I don't see you enough. When's the last time we had a date night?
Date night? What's a date night?
I don't know. I just read that somewhere. I have no idea what that is.
I'm going to look that one up today.
Yeah, Google it. Siri, what's a date night? I wonder what she'll say. She'll be like,
It's
girl,
gonna
you
be
need
like-
to get out.
Yeah, to be like something that you don't do. That's what Siri would tell me. That is not in your vocabulary, Miss Renee.
There are so many words I could ask Siri about. She'd be like, that's something you don't do. Like cleaning.
Yeah.
I meant. So, the thing is, your business and your life are both important. You can have it all with both if you just have the right people around you and the right tips and the right experts. So that's
so
what
true.
We're helping you do it. Next week, we want to talk about getting your face out there. Like Renee was talking about in the group on Facebook, it's also important to go out and mix it up, do these mingles, go to your farmers markets or go to your little mommy events or the family, expo or whatever it is. Get your booth there and get your face out there. So we're going to talk about how to do that with your brand and your business. I'm doing it this weekend up in Ojai. It's the Lavender Fest, and I'm taking my business up there, Original Good Goods, and we'll be at a tiny little pop-up. But hey, you know what? Some people are going to see us, and it's better than sitting on your couch and going, where's the business?
Well, and too, like if you have a day that you don't have much going on, go spend a couple hours and walk around, the little strip malls in Santa Clarita and pass out your cards to other, businesses. Go to the park, meet people. Just give out your business card and show people your face, because when they need, a makeup artist or a baby store, they're going to remember the person that came in and, brought their face to them. Mm-hmm. So I think that it's so important to not just sit behind a computer and be in your office when no one's going to find you there. I mean, maybe they'll find you on social media, but you have to do more than that. You can't just hide and expect all the business to come, because that's definitely not going to get you your full potential.
Yeah. We'll help you with that. I know it doesn't always sound appealing. I hate getting dressed up. I hate having to change out of like yoga pants or pajamas or sweatpants. I dread it so much. But you got to do it. You got to put the makeup on. And it also kind of snaps you back to reality as a mom. And I know a few of my mom friends can relate to this and have told me that after baby, they really didn't know where they were at until they tried to put on their pants again, or until they tried to put on their makeup again. And then they realized, like, oh my gosh, I've so not been taking care of myself because none of this is working. So it's, it's good on lots of levels. And we'll be here to support you as your girlfriends with Bosses and Babies too. So myself, Kristin Cruz, follow me and follow Earth Baby Boutique for Renee Kennedy Powers on social media. And then come back for the next episode where we'll help you show your face and why that's so important. All right.
We want to see your faces.
I want to see your faces.
Yeah.
So we'll see you on social media. We'll see you back here next week. This is The Mom Show, Bosses and Babies. Have a great week on your hometown station, KHTS.
Bye, guys.
Live life juiced up at Juice It Up Valencia. Come in and try